This week we check out the ultimate in fan service as we chat to TT Games about LEGO Dimensions. Jonny chats with EA Sports about Madden NFL 17, which is due out this month. And Mike looks at the first game he ever played, ever, on the older than old school Atari 2600. This is Player Attack. Hi, I'm Jessica Citizen, and this week let's start with something that we thought was a hoax but is very real. Ubisoft has designed its own VR system for South Park, the Fractured Butthole, and while the Oculus Rift is for your eyes, the Noculus Rift is for your nose, because it simulates farts.
I just started playing the game when it came to my nose. I'd never felt anything so strong before. The fart stinks so real. Best immersive experience ever.
In South Park, the Fractured Butthole, you are playing the new kid in town, a hero, and one of your special abilities is really the power of your ass. The only way to really help people experience that strength is to really make sure that they can feel it, and that means getting really close.
Unfortunately for us, the Noculus Rift has been produced in very limited quantities and is not for sale. We're told it's been developed as an exclusive experience for South Park, the Fractured Butthole, during events, including this month's Gamescom. And speaking of Gamescom, we have that event to thank for this shiny new Battlefield 1 trailer, which was bundled up with a whole bunch of new information about the game. The most important bit is that the beta test for Battlefield 1 will kick off on August 31, a little bit earlier if you're a Battlefield insider. The developers also showed off more of this desert map, which will be featured in the beta, complete with that impressive armoured train, which we'd only seen before as concept art. Battlefield 1 is out for PC, PS4 and Xbox One on October 21st. In quick news, Australian team Chiefs are the Oceanic Pro League champions for League of Legends for the second year in a row, after defeating Legacy Esports in the grand final for the second year in a row. They're off to Brazil now to the wildcard qualifiers, vying for a space in this year's World Championships. The latest update for the Minecraft beta on Windows 10 has added support for both the Oculus Rift and an Xbox One controller, eliminating the need for mods or workarounds. It's still being perfected, but for now it breathes new life into the blocky sandbox. And while we're talking hardware, that stunning robot white 2TB Xbox One Model S is sold out, and it won't be coming back. If you want a console with that much hard drive space, you'll now need to pick up the Gears of War 4 Special Edition, or snag a 1TB or 500GB version and attach your own external hard drive. We're also seeing more rumours swirling about Nintendo's new NX, with the most persistent one referring to the idea of detachable controllers. A patent has been filed which hints at an accessory that can be attached to a small screen, similar to the Wii U gamepad, that will turn the screen into its own controller. It's also kind of like the 3DS Circle Pad peripheral, so it's not a completely far-fetched idea, but we still have to wait and see if it's legit. We are, of course, already waiting and seeing for more console news from Sony, but we might not need to wait too long. Word on the street suggests that the PS4 Neo will not be revealed at Tokyo Game Show, instead being unveiled at a special PlayStation event in New York on September 7. And while everybody wants to know more about No Man's Sky, given that we've seen backlash to the hype, backlash to the backlash, and then backlash to the second lot of backlash, it feels like the moment that we report on it, the news will be out of date. Things are changing so fast that the tiny team at Hello Games has been struggling to keep up, but hopefully that's a thing of the past. A new QA team has been brought on board to help identify and squish bugs, which should make things run a bit smoother. One of the earliest jobs of the new team, fixing the game-breaking bug that affected gamers who pre-ordered their copy of No Man's Sky, which denied them the skill to build their own hyperdrive and the ability to properly explore the universe. Who knew getting a freebie ship could cause such a major problem? Moving on, and I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news again, but the closed beta for Gwent, the Witcher card game, has been delayed by about a month. CD Projekt Red has explained that they can only make a first impression once, and the team wants to make sure it is the best impression possible. Delivering a good game is more important to us than keeping a deadline, they say. So, the closed beta will now start on October 25, and if you want to be in with a chance to check it out, head to playgwent.com. And while we're on the topic, things are now confirmed. Final Fantasy 15 has been delayed by 2 months, and people are not happy about it. Game director Hajime Tabata has officially confirmed that Square Enix needs a little more time to polish the game, pushing the release out to November 29. The upside of all of this is that the content scheduled for the game's Day 1 patch will now be bundled onto the disc as well, meaning that fans who play Final Fantasy offline will get the ultimate quality version. To carry you over the extra 2 months, here's a little snippet of what you can expect from Final Fantasy 15, well, the soundtrack at least. British band Florence and the Machine have released a stunning collection of tracks to tie in with the game's release, working closely with developers to create 2 original songs and that breathtaking cover of Stand By Me that we heard in the March trailer. And if you are a big fan of gaming soundtracks, Spotify would like to offer you something. The online music streaming service has now added a gaming section, including your favourite game soundtracks and a selection of curated playlists. Whatever your mood or your taste in games, there is something to fit. From the sweeping 65 days of static accompaniment to No Man's Sky, to the bleeps and bloops of Anna Managuchi's soundtrack to Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game. There are the classics of the original Halo, the Simlish serenades of the early Sims games, and any number of Pokemon tunes, so you're covered. The gaming category is available for Spotify users across all platforms, including iOS, Android, desktop, PlayStation, and online. For more information on any of these stories, or to keep up to date with the latest gaming news, head to playerattack.com. But for now, stick around, we've got plenty more still to come.